Hi guys, it's JB here. Just going to give you a little video on my reaction to Burnley's transfer window and of course yesterday's game between ourselves and Arsenal. It finished 0-0, but we'll get into that in a second or two. I just want to point out firstly the transfer window. We've got one in coming in, Josh Brownhill from Bristol City. Didn't play yesterday, obviously he's only just signed for us, and so you can't expect him to come in straight away to the side. But yeah, it looks a good signing. I think I knew about him at Preston. He scored a worldie in a friendly match against us a couple of years ago, and there was something about him that could do a job for us. So I'm not too uptight that we signed Brownhill. I think that's a good solid signing. My gripe is, I think if I've got any gripes or any axes to grind about the window, I think we could have done more. I really wanted us to sign Jared Bowen from Hull. He's gone to West Ham. I think he would have had a better chance at Premier League survival with us, personally, because we're in a great position at the moment. We're on points with Arsenal. I'm going to touch on the game in a minute. And I think he would have given us a bit more balance down the right-hand side. Now, that's no disrespect to Jeff Hendrick, who tries his best every single game. That's not a criticism of Jeff Hendrick. We've got Goodmanson out again for a long time. So I thought logic would have dictated sign Jared Bowen. Now, there's also been a lot of problems. I'm just going to touch on a negative before we start dissecting yesterday's 0-0 draw, which I thought we played really well yesterday. The board. They need to stop telling a load of porcupines, as far as I'm concerned, because Mike Garlick can come out 1 minute and say, right, we've bid after the summer window and say, well, we've bidded a good record for such and such and such a player, and then you come out and say, well, we ain't got a pot to put money in. Apparently, we had to get Nakiwas the other way to get Brownhill in. Now, there's something badly wrong at the sort of hierarchy, obviously, with Burnley, and this is the only negative I've got in the video, and I'm not going to go and shout and rant and go on about it for too much longer, but I mean, Mike Garlick needs to start telling fans the truth, because quite frankly, you say something 1 minute, 1 month, and then another 3 months go by, and all of a sudden, oh no, we ain't got that much money as I thought we had. Have we got money, Mike Garlick? We haven't got money. Catch 22, innit? Do the board cream a few quid off top of it. Who knows? Excuse me. But one thing's for certain, something ain't right at boardroom level, and it's undermining Mike Riggs' job and Sean Dyche's opportunity to recruit. But I honestly think if there was money there, I think we should have gone and got Jared Bowen, and couldn't care less how much it cost. But I thought he could have enhanced the team a bit more. Anyway, window's been a goal. We've got Josh Brownhill in. He's still a good signing. Let's try and keep it. Let's try and keep it positive if we can. But I think Josh Brownhill is a very good, solid sort of signing that can, do stuff. And I can't wait to see him play. Actually, right. Finally, let's dissect quickly this the 0-0 between ourselves and Arsenal yesterday. Arteta's, you know what? I don't know what Arteta's got an axe to grind about, really, because he's going to come. They're away from home. So what? The pitch isn't watered, but that's to it's not really, it's not as if we've broken any rules, Michael. You know what I mean? We didn't water the pitch and the grass wasn't short enough or something like that. He claimed it, but he did. To be fair to Mikel Arteta, he did train on a training ground when he did the warm up and the training in the week. They did train on a non-wet pitch, so they didn't have the pitch watered or anything. So they could have easily done it much better than what they did yesterday. The game, I'm going to watch it back on Match of the Day last night. I was at work yesterday. That's why we couldn't do any commentary on it, regrettably. But when you get no goals, Not a bad thing, really, is it? But I thought we were good. I thought we were smashing defence. But I have to tell you that I've been a big critic of Ben Mee this season. A lot of the last 18 months. Yesterday, he became a leader for me. Yesterday, and he's got the potential there. And he did. Him and Tarkowski. I thought James Tarkowski. I think he got man of the match, James Tarkowski. And if he has, quite rightly so, he had a magnificent game. But Ben Mee also, he made some important tackles. Tarkowski made a couple of great interventions at the end there when Lacazette and Aubameyang were through. Arsenal did have a couple of early chances. Lacazette had one, which he went close with. And, I don't know what Aubameyang was doing yesterday when he had his chance. He got through. The flag stayed down. He was onside. He got clean through. You think, left foot, smash it towards goal. You'd think that, even as a Burnley fan, he's going to smash this in for 1-0. Because, when he's usually in that penalty area and he's got one-on-one with Pope, you think, right, well, one-on-one with any goalkeeper, you think Aubameyang should score from this position. And I think a lot of people would have expected him to. For some reason, he went to try and be too technical about shooting, and he fluffed his lines. He completely sliced it with his left foot, and it went miles wide. I'm surprised he didn't go near the corner flag, quite honestly. It was a disappointing finish, but I don't know how Arsenal fans feel. I don't know how Mike or any of the Arsenal fans feel, but is Aubameyang just losing form a little bit? Maybe, I don't know. He's a world-class striker. Him and Lacazette are world-class strikers. But they just can't seem to find the back of the net at the moment, it seems to me. I think Aubameyang had another chance later in the half, which Pope came out and smothered as he tried to lob Nick Pope. But then we grew into the game. Jeff Henrick especially. Dwight McNeil hit a 25-yard thunderbolt, which just narrowly went over the crossbar. Terrific effort. Another day that could have sailed in. Jeff Henrick came closer still as he shot from the right-hand side of the D. Just missed the left-hand angle of the post and the crossbar. It was a good effort from Jeff. A really good effort. And we started going again. There was, Rodriguez was complaining that we should have had a corner instead of a goal kick. But, I don't think, that was the only... it wasn't in the highlights, but I knew about it. But it wasn't a game-defining decision. In the second half, we actually pegged Arsenal back, and we actually started to play a little bit. People have accused us of being anti-football and things like that. And I can take that because it's banter and everything else. But I felt Arsenal were there for the taking in the second half. And to be fair, we took the game to them. We had there was one opportunity where the ball was crossed in. We recycle it. The ball's crossed in. And how Jeff Henrick has not found the left-hand corner from 6 yards, well, only Jeff will know why he didn't do it. But one thing's for sure, it was a golden opportunity for us to score, and we just didn't take it. And we had an even better one towards the end. And of course, I think Lacazette had Aubameyang had another chance as well when he headed. But he headed wide from 6 yards. Another missed chance for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Usually 6 yards out, bullet header. I mean, Aubameyang usually, when he, usually will head those in for breakfast, dinner and tea, and he didn't. It was an inexplicable miss. I've got to be honest. Arsenal should have scored there. But we had the best chance of the second half. Again, we recycle the ball, keep the ball, move alive. The ball's been fed in. Once nodded it back across the goal, you think, right, like that. And Jay Rodriguez, his strike partner's coming in. It's 2 yards out. All he's got to do is keep the shot down, and he scores. Leno is nowhere to be seen. Leno's struggling to get back across his goal mouth, and you think, right, Jay Rod just put it in the net. And he somehow, I don't know how he's managed it, he's probably put too much power on it maybe, or he's used too much pace on the ball, and it's gone ricocheting back up, down off the underside of the crossbar, down on the line. It did not cross the line because we've got the goal line technology, so that's fair enough. But, I mean, Jay Rod in his interview yesterday knew he should have scored. That's the professionalism. That's the professional guy he is. He knows he should have scored, and he's absolutely naffed off about it. And quite rightly so. It should have been taken, but If you'd have said to me at the start, would you take a point off Arsenal? Of course I would. I think Arsenal are still. I know. Listen, we're Arsenal are. Let's get some reality here. Ourselves and Arsenal are locked together on 31 points in mid-table. I don't think we're both going to get relegated. I think Burnley will get enough points to get to 40, and Arsenal should pick up form in the second half of the season and get into Europe. We'll hope with a bit of luck. They're still in the Europa League and they're still in the FA Cup, so they can still have good success this season, Arsenal. But where they are in 10th place, I have to say, with the squad they have, I have to say it's a false position because a talented team like that, they should be in the top 6, Arsenal, without being disrespectful. I think there's some, if you're going to be a top side, you've got to come to Turf Moor, you've got to soak it up. You can't complain. Ozil complained. One or two others complained and stuff like that. But Arsenal need to be a bit more. Arsenal need to be a bit more gun ho, I think, and try and be a bit more. Instead of complaining, get on with the game, play with a good attitude. They're a capable side, Arsenal. I've always said that they do play very attractive football, and I'll give them the greatest of respect. And I enjoy sometimes I enjoy watching Arsenal play. They're a good side, but they, I mean, the comments that Arteta came out with, I thought were, about the pitch. I mean, he did prep them on a dry pitch, so they've got no excuses really. I don't know what's happening with Aubameyang at the moment. I mean, he had 3 great chances yesterday to bury us, and he didn't. Only he will know why he didn't take the chances, like Lacazette as well. Same can apply to Jeff Henrique and Jay Rodriguez when he hit the bar. I think when you look at the way that both teams went about it and chances created, they were both unlucky. I think it could have ended 2-2 or whatever because both teams had great chances. So I think when you look back at the game, you dissect it and you look at it from a logical point of view, regardless of how many goals or no goals have been scored, it was no goals yesterday. I think a draw was probably just about the fairest result that could have been, really. I know we could have nicked it, but mind you, Arsenal could have nicked it before that. So when you look at it logically, I don't think anyone can moan at a point, but I think Arsenal should be doing an awful lot better than what they are doing in the league. But they could still have a good season. They could still win the Cup and they could still win the Europa League if they put their minds to it. They've got a good manager in Arteta. It's not going to, they're not going to change it overnight there. He's got the same team as Unai Emery had. So until he can get his own players in, I think he'll just have to try and finish as far up the table as he can. As for us, as for the Clarets, a good point. I mean, if you'd have said to me at the start of the 3 games that we had to play in the league against Leicester, Manchester United and Arsenal to take 7 points, I'd have laughed my sides off. I didn't expect. I mean, I'd have taken 4 points really because I'd have been happy with a point which we got yesterday at home against the Gunners, and I'd have been happy with 3 against Leicester and took a defeat at Old Trafford. But we've got more than what we hoped for. 7 points. That is a good return from those last 3 games, and because they were tricky. They were tricky games. Those 3. We've got to go down to Southampton, who have just been whooped 4-0, but are still playing some very good stuff. So that's not a gimme down at St Mary's. And then we've got a big home match. I think if we can get a draw down at Southampton, I think it's next Saturday. Then after the winter break, we got Bournemouth at home. I think we have to beat Bournemouth. I think if we beat Bournemouth, I think we'll be okay. I think if we take another 4 points from the next couple of games, I think that should do it. And then just and then just pick up whatever points we can from then until the end of the season. Just get us over the line, get to 40, 41 points. That should do it for me. I think we've had a good weekend. Results have gone our way, like West Ham, Watford, and that sort of thing. So it's not been a bad weekend. So I'm quite pleased how the weekend's gone from a Clarets point of view. A point against Arsenal is nothing to be sniffed at. So there you go. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you need any notifications, hit that notification bell. Not much else to say really. Have a fantastic Monday. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.